Hello all. My name is Balaji, and I'm actually currently playing the role of an executive agile coach and leadership agile mentor. So, in this particular recording, I just thought to introduce you to my agile mentorship program. So, in this agile mentorship program, I do have different levels like level one, level two, level three, and multiple other options. So in this particular video, I actually thought to introduce you to the lesson plan pertaining to the agile project or a program manager role, because we actually understand that in a typical market scenario, we do have the openings both for Scrum Master, Agile Coach, and some kind of a Scrum Master combined with a Agile project or a program manager role. So from that particular perspective, I have actually devised this particular lesson plan. Okay, so before I get into the lesson plan, just to give a quick glimpse about myself, I do have it 20 years of experience in IT, and somewhere close to 12 and a half years of experience in Agile. And for the past 6.5 years, I'm also the playing the role of a panel member for a enterprise agile coach, agile project, and a program manager roles. So in this particular lesson plan, I actually thought to formulate both from a capability building and also from an real-time interview handling scenarios. What are all the different topics one can focus on the agile project and the program manager role? And the second tab, if you see, this is more on the product management role. Okay, so let us go one by one. So if you are taking this particular lesson plan pertaining to the agile project and the program manager, I am actually beginning the journey on the different process areas. Like no, as it is defined by the PMI, what are all the different process areas? Like in terms of the integration, scope, cost, time, cost, quality, human resource, communication, risk, procurement. Okay, so how I teach this here? What I used to do is I used to simulate a case study. I used to simulate a case study or in a real-time experience, because so I used to simulate a case study, and then I used to coach my mentees on how to apply the concepts in this particular case study. Say, for example, if you are taking a cost performance index, now how does the earned value management happen in a traditional project versus an agile driven engagement? Because only when you know both the sides of the world, you can actually appreciate based on the differences. So most of the items pertaining to this particular project and the program manager, it will be case study based approaches or learning. Okay, and once we are done with the fundamental concepts of the different process areas as it is given by the PMI, then we actually get into the enterprise environmental factors. What are the organizational process asset? And then now we slowly get into the framework based learning. Okay, so how to manage projects with a Scrum, and how to do some kind of an agile estimation and planning. For example, if you are an agile project manager, then what kind of questions or what kind of coordination, communication, collaboration do you need to have with your product owners, scrum masters? Okay, because typically in a large scale agile transformation, when I say large scale, it is predominantly 2000 plus team sizes. Definitely we still need delivery managers or program managers to actually facilitate the overall governance and the process mechanism. Okay, that is my own perspective, of course, depending upon the experience what I have. Okay, now in terms of a life cycle selection, okay, here what are we going to see is, let us let us understand the fundamental fact that not all projects or programs are suitable for a agile driven engagement. Okay, because if in your landscape the cost is fixed, the scope is fixed, and the time is fixed, let's say for a particular project or a program, it is an excellent candidate to be executed in a waterfall model. Then why to go for agile? So we have some characteristic features saying that, hey, based on these XYZ parameters, this particular project can be executed in a fully plan driven or a fully waterfall. these particular projects can be executed in a fully agile, and these particular projects can be executed just to begin the journey on a hybrid model, and then you can slowly move from the waterfall mindset or the model to the agile. So some of the concepts pertaining to creating an agile environment, delivering an agile environment, what are all the organizational considerations. So when I say organizational considerations, so what I actually mean is, in terms of the team, in terms of the cultural dynamics, in terms of the structure processes, am I positioned enough to implement agility at an enterprise level? Because when you say organizational agility, I'm actually talking about the enterprise agility. Whenever you are using the word business agility, I am actually talking about the strategic adaptability, preferably at a portfolio level. Okay. And no, like I will be mentoring my mentees on, okay, how to plan for okay, some kind of a case studies, some kind of a case studies will be given, wherein you can actually understand and appreciate the role of an agile project manager in a large scale agile transformation, and what are all the top 10 metrics for agile organization, agile planning and execution management, ensuring agile success as a project manager. When you do scaling of teams, when you have team of teams, then only with Scrum and Kanban, I cannot continue the journey. I may need to look into my program level, the horizontal scaling, like in terms of multiple teams, or in terms of the vertical scaling, like in terms of the team level, and then the product line level, and then the product group level. So, and followed by the lean portfolio management, then how to do dynamic budgeting, how to do a rolling wave kind of a budgeting mechanism, doing agile versus being agile, organizational project management, governance, and then governance at every layer, project layer, program layer, and the portfolio layer, concepts of earned value management, cost performance index. So these metrics will be taught by me using a case study. And how do you implement these metrics? For example, in your operations review meeting, how do you do this metric? Given a situation, if it is a traditional project management, and given a situation, if it is an agile driven or rather an adaptive engagement model, which one to use where and then how? So these are all some of the lessons, okay, some of the pointers what I taught to teach my mentees, and I already have four mentees in this particular thing of agile project and program management. And now, if I go to the next tab, it is more on the product management. So product management is more on understanding the, say for example, understanding the product owner role and working with the product backlog, and some concepts and practical insights on minimum viable product, minimum marketable feature, minimum marketable product, minimum marketable release, and then how to collaborate in the sprint meetings, how to transition to the role of a product owner, lean product development flow, followed by how to take an economic view, all these things. So these concepts I have actually taken from the principles of a product development flow. And on top of it, if you see, so why am I okay? So what? Okay, so first of all, why did I created this particular package, or rather this particular lesson plan? The reason I created this particular lesson plan is because in the job market, we still have potential and opportunities for agile project managers, program managers, and portfolio managers. Because in a large scale agile transformation, if you have 2000 plus people, only with a scrum master or as an agile coach and a product manager, it is really becoming very difficult to manage the overall governance. Okay, it is actually becoming very difficult to manage the overall governance, the overall orchestration, and at an engagement level. If you want to seamlessly continue the value, someone need to own these particular pieces. Because what is the role of a project manager? Project manager is one who is actually managing the scope, cost, and the time. So I understand from an agile driven engagement, product owner is actually in charge for prioritizing the features and doing all these things, because product owner is the business value maximizer. He is the internal voice of the customer. Fully agreed. And if your scrum master and your agile coach is going to coach your teams and then does all the things in a large scale agile transformation, believe me, it will become very difficult to run the show without project and program managers for n number of reasons. If there is an RFP support, if there is a pre-sales activity, okay, we cannot always expect our scrum master and the coach to spend the time for all these things. Okay, so from that perspective, of course, based on my own limited experience and knowledge, I have formulated these particular topics. And in the ending of this particular video, description of this particular video, I will be sharing you the links for both project and program manager and also for a product manager. If in case you are interested, please feel free to reach out to me. Okay, and all the best to you all. Cheers, bye.